Good morning. It's Monday morning. We are self-isolating on our boat here in Hayes. It is day 8 of the lockdown, and we're in London, on the edge of London. And we're going to start keeping a regular record, really, like a journal of how we're doing on our boat, and also sharing with you guys out there our thoughts about what's going on and what we can do to handle things, because these are very strange times, very unsettling. There's a lot of fear and anxiety. Um, so we want to kind of reach out, share things with you guys out there as well. But I think first of all is we're just going to talk what it's like for us on our narrowboat. We do have some pressing problems, and it's sort of exacerbated by the current situation, the lockdown situation. So I don't know if you want to say something about what's going on our boat.
Yeah, yes, it's been so lovely. We've had a lot of calls from friends saying, "What's it like on the boat?" I'm imagining, probably anticipating, it's far harder on a boat to be in a lockdown situation. I don't know. I think everybody's frightened for sure. Yes, though, there are a few practical challenges that do come up. So here's ours at the moment, which is reasonably large. We'd come down this way to the Bulls Bridge area. A long time ago now, to get some repairs on our boat. And when we completed all the repairs and had just about ready to move away, we then discovered that we have a really bad leak from our fuel pump. It seems to be damaged in some way. Unfortunately, the day that we discovered that and realised that we needed to order a new part, lockdown had already begun. So what that means is 8 days on, we are still waiting for our fuel pump, and it's really not a good idea to be running our engine at the moment because it's leaking at such a rate. We are
So
just
why
losing loads of fuel.
perhaps you could
So
just say
that,
why
well,
why we need to run our engine.
I was about to actually.
Okay, sorry about that.
I was in full flow there. Yeah, so why do we need to run our engine? Well, here's the difference between landlubbers and boat people is our running our engine is how we get electricity and heat, by the way, for some of us, if it's linked into your heating system. So we really don't want to run out of electricity. But we can't run our engine, and if we don't run our engine and recharge our batteries, we will pretty much completely ruin 500 quid's worth of batteries as well, because they do need to be recharged on a regular basis. So two problems: expensive batteries ruined, and at some point we are going to run out of electricity, or we can run the engine but leak a great deal of oil all over the floor of
Yeah.
our boat. Fingers crossed, we're waiting on that part, and at the moment we hear it is on the way.
Yeah.
But last week, because it was sunny, we were getting lots of power from the solar panels.
Yeah, that
This
was
week,
great. Yeah.
no
So
bloody sun. It's
no, it's
so
grey.
yeah. So that's definitely, there are certainly some challenges that we as boaters have that are distinct to
Yeah.
house owners.
And I think, like probably everybody, we're feeling very isolated. Thank goodness we have each other.
Yes.
Some boaters
Yes.
live all on their own on their boat, and they may be truly self-isolated and that
Yes.
they have nobody else to be with. But one of the things we've found is, of course, and I'm sure a lot of people of you have discovered Zoom, and you can still socialize, we've discovered. And tonight we are taking part in an online birthday
Surprise.
party, a surprise online birthday party. And I don't know how many people, it might be 20, 30 people
Yeah.
on Zoom.
Hopefully
And
that birthday person isn't watching this post and works it out.
yeah. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So, I think that is one of the upsides of this very strange scary situation is that people realize how much their friends and family mean to them,
Yeah.
and there's a greater appreciation and need to connect and so forth. And that's us as human beings. We're social beings. We are going to connect. We're not going to sort of retreat into our caves and not communicate with other people. We want to be connected. So we're going to have this party tonight, and everybody will be drinking a glass of online vino or beer or something, and it'll be fun.
And we're dressing up.
Yeah,
I have to say, on the same point, it has been so lovely as a member of the boating community, how great all other boaters have been. We have Facebook groups that we all chatter on, and WhatsApp groups, and everybody's just so fabulous. They are all like, hey, anybody need any help? Can I get your shopping? If somebody's really self-isolating, can't go out, people who've got cars are offering that service. People are WhatsApping. It really, I have to say, has brought out the best in our fellow boating community, and that truly is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
It is.
And I think that could probably be said of everybody.
Yeah.
Well, not literally everybody in the country, but for the most part, people are just being amazing. I was thinking about all those people who signed up to volunteer to help the NHS at the moment. That's so heartwarming. It's so great to hear.
So I think that's probably enough for today. I mean, we'll keep you guys updated as to how things go from our end here.
Yeah.
And whether we get our fuel pump fitted.
Yes. How we get fuel. We haven't seen a fuel boat for...
No,
well,
that's
we haven't
true.
seen a fuel boat.
I'm
fuel stop.
hoping that, because we do have access to a car, I'm hoping that we can drive up to a boatyard, say Uxbridge, for instance.
If the boatyard's
if
open.
they're open. So I've got to find out, first of all, if they're going to even be open.
Yeah. We might be cooking our dinner on the barbecue.
Yeah.
With our last few bits of coal.
That's right. So we have enough coal and wood for the time being, but we will run out of that, especially in this cold weather. You just burn everything much faster than in warmer weather, of course. So there we go. That's our current situation. Wine. Well, yes. Well, actually, just on that note, Aisha, you just want to share something? What have you just begun?
I used to be a winemaker when I lived in a house, and much to Alan's annoyance, I said I'm starting winemaking again. I don't know, Tesco might run out of wine. There could be a run on wine. So I have gone old school and gone back to my winemaking. Alan's not so crazy on that, because that means there's going to be Jemmy Johns and fermenting wine all over the boat for the foreseeable future. But you'll be glad of it when there's no wine in Tesco.
Well, I have to taste the wine
We're
first.
sipping my
of all,
raspberry and apple rosé, which is particularly good.
Will it be as good as Tesco's?
Of course. And much cheaper, may I add.
Right, okay.
Well, maybe not to you, but...
Maybe we could sort of share a little bit of information about winemaking.
Okay, maybe I'll do a winemaking class for those of you who fancy it.
This could also
Comment
be...
below if you want to know how to make raspberry and apple rosé. It's really good.
Okay, good. And I think it's maybe another effect of the lockdown is that we become a lot more self-sufficient.
Or alcoholic.
Or alcoholic, yes. But, or everything in moderation, of course. But, so hang in there, everybody.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Don't be overwhelmed by fear.
Yes.
And don't watch too much news because it is a constant barrage of fear and bad news, scary information and so forth. Do positive things. Be creative. Maybe make wine. Who knows? Okay. Anyway, we'll speak to you soon.
Tune in again. Well, possibly tomorrow. We're aiming to do this maybe every day. This is our diary of lockdown on a narrowboat and what that's like. So could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
We see you again.
Okay.
Till then.
See you soon. Bye bye.